You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. This year, if all Arkansas read the same book, Pick is full of treasure hunts, witchcraft, and a touch of romance. And it all comes from one of the most buzzed about authors in the game. Best-selling author Sarah Penner is joining us to talk about her latest novel, The Amalfi Curse, and why Arkansas readers are set to be spellbound. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, I love your last name.
Yes, I know. I married a Penner, and people ask me all the time if it's a pseudonym, but it's not. That's my last name.
Oh my goodness, and fate has its way with you.
Yes.
Well, lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Brandy Boo, our last guest, is just a big fan. She's one of many, and you are the author who we've chosen for the mission of all Arkansas read the same book. What is that?
Yes, so it's a true honor, and if all Arkansas read the same book is really an opportunity for the state to highlight one book that they are encouraging all of their libraries and all of their readers in the state to pick up. And I think it makes for a great opportunity for book clubs across the state to get together. And I'm just absolutely thrilled. This past weekend, I visited 3 different cities in the state, and I've had an opportunity to meet with a lot of readers, a few different independent bookstores. So it's been a really wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, folks at home, this really is an opportunity where you can read the same book with all of your fellow Arkansans, and they've chosen a great read. What is The Amalfi Curse about?
Yes, so The Amalfi Curse takes place in Positano, which is the gem of the Amalfi Coast, and it's about a nautical archaeologist who is investigating a cluster of mysterious shipwrecks right off the coast of Positano, and she begins to suspect that they are tied to a coven of witches who lived in the area 200 years earlier. So like my other titles, it's historical with elements of magic and mystery, cliffhangers, twists, and it's been a real joy to write. I've had so many readers say this is their favorite book of the 3, and of course it's a little feminist in nature. It's got women seeking vengeance, which is a theme that flows through all of my books, so it's been a lot of fun.
Okay, so you mentioned your previous books. Is this a springboard from the other ones? Do we have to have read the other ones?
No, all 3 of my books are standalone, meaning you can pick them up in any order. There's no tie-in between the 3, so plenty of people have started with this one, loved it, and then gone back and read my first 2.
Ooh, talk about a true escape. I
Yes.
think a lot of times you want to get lost in a story, and you have all of those elements. Did you go to Italy to do a little research?
Absolutely.
Oh, girl.
I mean, I had to go sip limoncello and eat pasta in order to write this book. So yes, my husband and I traveled in 2022 and 2023 and really immersed ourselves in the sensory experience that is the Amalfi Coast. And we had a lot of fun. I did a private tour of an archive in Naples. We did a tour of the islets that are kind of featured in the story, hiked Mount Vesuvius, all sorts of really incredible experiences as part of the research for this book.
So do you cover a lot of the landscape in the story?
You know, I stay pretty much specific to the Positano area. The entire book takes place on or next to or underneath the sea. So there are several scenes in which we see the present day character on scuba dives, and she's investigating these shipwrecks and looking for these long lost clues and secrets. And I'm a scuba diver myself. I got certified 12 years in Arkansas, Beaver Lake of all places.
What?
So it's been really fun this weekend to kind of bring it full circle. There's, you know, scuba diving in this book, and my own experience began here in Arkansas. So what are the chances?
Can we come back and be you? What a life you lead. Where did this all begin? Did you go to school to be an author?
No, I went to school. I have a finance degree, and I spent 13 years in the corporate world, and I found myself creatively discontent and decided to do something about it. So I enrolled in an online writing class, and I loved it. I loved workshopping my weekly assignments with my instructor, with my classmates, and then I decided I was going to try and write a novel. And my first attempt had 130 agent rejections, and my second attempt was The Lost Apothecary, and that book changed my life, and I was able to quit my day job in March of 2021 when that book first came out.
Let me pick up my jaw off the floor. I mean, really, we
Yeah.
love stories like this. You know,
Yeah.
living your life is not a straight line,
Right.
and you never know where it's going to take you. I think writing a story about your life would make a great
Oh.
book too. But you
sweet.
mentioned even the feminist aspect. I
Yeah.
think a lot of women, you know, love learning stories about girl power, and not only are you living in your own truth, but you're bringing that to your characters.
That's right.
It's just so inspirational.
That's right. You know, all of the characters in my books, the women especially, at some point they're faced with a moment of discontent, as I just said, and the decision to remain in the status quo or drive forward change in their life. And I'm able to draw on some of that own personal experience that I have, where I was faced with these pivotal moments of, do I want to stay the course and where I have been, or do I want to maybe take a risk and try something new? So I definitely, you know, create that experience for my characters as well.
Wow. Well, this has been quite a magical experience for me, and of course, Brandy and everybody else here in the studio to meet you. How delightful. Well,
Thank you.
congratulations, and we'll look forward to reading your book.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on.
Of course. Now, for our Book Nook followers, this is our chosen pick for August because we too want to be a part of the fun. So just be sure to join us for that. To learn more about the Amalfi Curse or to join the statewide reading celebration with us, head to library.arkansas.gov. And of course, you can learn more about Sarah and her work at sarahpenner.com. Now, this month's Conway Art Walk is celebrating mind, body, and art. You won't want to believe who's performing. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.